What is happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you, of course, another late night video because this is when I find the time to do it. I'm Batman, right? Am I Batman? No, I'm not. Well, maybe I'm the Batman of YouTube, possibly. Well, casual Batman. Anyways, I apologize for not. And for those of you that love casual Batman, yeah, I'm trying to just balance stuff out, man. And it takes a little bit. A little bit of production value goes into casual Batman, so it's a little, I have to definitely set time apart. So I apologize for not having casual Batman episodes. Anyways, on to what I'm going to talk about. I would love to talk about more about Batman vs Superman, but it's not. This is a small video. This is a somewhat small video, but I like talking about anything that has to do with with Batman vs Superman and everything. This has to do with Mr. Ray Fisher and his Cyborg role. That is right. He talked about it. He finally came out of the woodworks and talked about it, and it's great. It's freaking great. I mean, a lot of people are like, who is this guy? Never heard of him, never nothing. And yeah, if you look at his IMDb, yeah, he's got one other movie that he was in besides Batman vs Superman that it'll show right there. It's crazy. I mean, this guy, they just saw something in him. They wanted an unknown, and they got him, and this guy's life is changing. And actually today, he's, I think today, or actually it was yesterday, where he's actually prepping for the Cyborg role. That means he's training, he's bulking up, he's going to get in shape for the role, and basically this is what he had to say. He said, "I didn't know the extent to which DC and Warner Brothers had planned on taking my character. When I signed on, I just wanted to be part of this world. But the specific information I found out then and there, I didn't think I'd be getting my own standalone movie." I mean, how awesome, how jazzed was this guy when he heard, when they told him, hey, guess what? You're going to have your very own standalone movie. Oh, fuck. I mean, that must have just blew his mind, because he probably just thought he was just going to be, part of the Justice League, part of Batman vs Superman, and that's it. But now he's getting his own fucking movie in a couple years, few years, however long it is. And then he said, "I met everyone in the Justice League except for Henry Cavill and Ezra Miller." Ha! So he met Affleck, he met Gal Gadot, he met Jason Momoa. Oh man, he's on cloud 9 right now. This guy is, especially being such an unknown. I'm sure Ezra Miller is the same way, because, the other actors, they've already established themselves in the movies a little bit, but these two are like the young bucks, they're the ones that are going to be learning a fuck ton from these guys. Then he went on to say that it was surreal. You get this idea of going to work on a Hollywood set as being really stressful and nerve-wracking, but it blew that stereotype away. If they did have stressful times, it wasn't while I was there. Oh, so he visited the set. He's been on the front lines. He's checking it all out. And as big as the freaking magnitude of Batman vs Superman, he's going, man, it's pretty laid back. And I think it has a lot to do with Snyder. It has a lot to do with a lot of things right there. And he's just, oh man, it's great. It's great. I'm happy for this guy. I mean, they saw something in him. That's fine. I mean, he did play Muhammad Ali, on Broadway, so he's got Broadway experience. It's not like he's just some unknown that's just was in commercials or some shit. This guy was on Broadway. Nothing wrong with that. Now we're gonna move over to Mr. James Wan. Okay. Now, I'm talking about this because, well, this guy might be one of the directors of one of the movies in this DC cinematic universe. That's correct. The big news from him today was, and if you don't know who James Wan is, I mean, he directed, he helped get I think the first Saw going. I think he directed the first Saw. He did The Conjuring, of course. He's just he knows how to build suspense. If you saw The Conjuring, you saw Saw. I mean, he knows how to direct a horror movie. When it comes to all the shit horror movies that are out there, you can't go wrong with a James Wan directed, okay? I'm not saying if he's produced, and the director didn't pull it off, that's not his fault. But he also did Fast and Furious 7, which was great too. I mean, for what it was shot very well. But now they're saying that New Line has signed him on. New Line has signed him on, which is the fourth such pact for the Warner Brothers label, okay? So it's New Line and Warner Brothers, okay? And there's really only one movie, like if you actually look at all the movies that are coming out with the Justice League roadmap, the one that's going to be distributed by New Line, that is a Warner Brothers movie, is Shazam. Okay? Now, when I heard about this, I was like, wow, maybe he's going to direct maybe a Justice League Dark movie, like one of the characters from Justice League Dark, just because he's got that horror background. But it's almost sounding like maybe he's going to take on Shazam, which would be fantastic. He's already worked with The Rock. Why not? He knows, like I said, Fast and Furious 7, for what it was, I mean, of course, it's extreme, it's overkill a little bit, but, it was shot very well. Like, I actually liked that one probably better than some of the previous ones because it was just done very well, because he knows how to make a movie. He knows how to create suspense. He knows where to put the camera. So there you go. He might be directing Shazam. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll announce it. I mean, we still got a ways for Shazam, guys. 2019. Holy shit. But let me know what you think about all that down below in the balls area. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys later.